A Playful Beginning. Kittens and Puppies Growing Together. Chapter 1. A New Beginning. The morning sun cast a golden glow over the cozy little barn where an unusual family had just been born. Nestled in a soft bed of hay, a litter of tiny kittens and a group of newborn puppies lay side by side, their tiny bodies rising and falling with each peaceful breath. Their mothers, a gentle golden retriever named Daisy and a sleek black cat named Luna, had given birth just days apart, and instead of separating their litters, they had chosen to raise them together. Daisy's warm tongue gently nudged her puppies, while Luna sat curled around her tiny kittens, purring softly. The barn was filled with the scent of fresh straw and milk, and the air was thick with the warmth of new life. The puppies, still blind and wobbly, whimpered softly as they instinctively searched for their mother's belly, while the kittens, even smaller, mewed as they nestled into Luna's soft fur. From the very beginning, it was clear that this would be no ordinary upbringing. Chapter 2. First Steps and First Pounces. As the days passed, the newborns began to grow stronger. Their eyes slowly opened to the world around them, revealing bright blue and brown eyes full of curiosity. The puppies, with their round bellies and clumsy paws, stumbled around on shaky legs, while the kittens, ever so slightly more agile, took their first cautious steps. At first, their interactions were hesitant. A tiny tabby kitten named Whiskers batted at the tail of a fluffy golden puppy named Max. Max, startled at the unexpected touch, tumbled over onto his back, his little paws flailing in the air. Whiskers, amused by this, pounced onto Max's belly, making the puppy yelp in surprise before realizing that this was all part of the game. Soon, the entire litter was engaged in an exploration of their world. The kittens would sneak up on the puppies, pouncing on their fluffy bodies, while the puppies would respond with playful barks and gentle nudges. They tumbled together in the soft straw, their tiny tails wagging and flicking with excitement. Chapter 3. Lessons from their mothers. Daisy and Luna watched over their young ones with patient eyes. Daisy, ever the gentle giant, would occasionally intervene when playtime became too rough, using her nose to separate an overly excited puppy from a startled kitten. Luna, on the other hand, took a more reserved approach, teaching her kittens the art of stealth and patience. One day, Luna demonstrated the art of pouncing to her kittens. She crouched low, eyes locked onto a stray feather floating in the breeze. With a measured pause, she leaped into the air, catching the feather between her paws. The kittens watched intently, their tiny bodies mimicking her movements as they attempted their own clumsy pounces. Max, the curious golden retriever puppy, watched with fascination. Deciding to join in, he crouched down just as the kittens had, wiggled his back end, and leaped forward, only to land in a heap of straw. The kittens, startled at first, soon erupted in a chorus of tiny meows that sounded suspiciously like laughter. Daisy, watching from the side, let out a soft huff of amusement. She then decided it was time for her own lesson, showing the puppies how to fetch a small rope toy. The kittens, intrigued by this new game, soon joined in, chasing after the toy with just as much enthusiasm as the puppies. Chapter 4. A Growing Bond. As the weeks went by, the little ones grew bigger and stronger. Their playtime evolved from simple tumbling to full-fledged adventures around the barnyard. They chased butterflies through the tall grass, climbed onto overturned barrels, and even discovered the joy of rolling in the cool dirt under the afternoon sun. One particularly adventurous kitten, a fluffy gray ball of energy named Misty, discovered a small hole under the wooden fence. With a mischievous glint in her eyes, she wriggled her way through and found herself in the vegetable garden. Excited by her discovery, she let out a tiny meow, calling for her siblings. Max was the first to respond, his tail wagging wildly as he tried to squeeze through the hole after her. But being a growing puppy, he found himself stuck halfway. His little legs kicked in the air, and he let out a playful bark of frustration. Whiskers and the other kittens, seeing his predicament, decided to help by playfully swatting at his tail. Daisy, hearing the commotion, trotted over and gently nudged Max free with her nose, giving him a loving lick as if to say, "Maybe next time, little one." Luna, who had been watching from the fence, gave Misty a firm but affectionate nudge back to safety. Chapter 5. The Unbreakable Pack. Despite their differences, the kittens and puppies had become inseparable. They slept in a big pile of fur, their tiny bodies curled up together for warmth. They learned from each other, the puppies adopting some of the kittens' agility, while the kittens picked up on the puppies' boundless enthusiasm. The farm animals, watching the unusual group, accepted them as their own. The old barn cat, usually grumpy with newcomers, found himself amused by their antics, while the sheepdog, used to working alone, enjoyed the company of the playful young ones. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the fields, Daisy and Luna sat side by side, watching their young ones chase fireflies in the twilight. There was no division between them, no difference between kitten and puppy, cat and dog. They were simply a family, bound together by love, play, and the simple joy of growing up together. And as the stars twinkled above, the barn echoed with the soft sounds of purring and tiny puppy snores, a perfect harmony of two worlds coming together as one.